MasterChef. The search for America's greatest home cook began months ago. Last week, only 5 remained, and it was a fight to the finish to recreate one of Graham's signature dishes.
The dream is nearly a reality.
But the reality for single mom Monty meant the end of her MasterChef dream.
Monty, your time is done.
Because of the 3 of you, I have discovered my self-confidence again, and there's no way I could ever thank you enough.
You're gorgeous, you're talented, follow that dream.
Tonight, the home cooks come face to face with 3 of the world's most notorious chefs.
Wow.
My heart is beating out of my chest right now.
It's the ultimate battle as the top 4 compete for a spot in the semifinal.
I feel like I'm about to pass out. I mean, I never felt this way before in my life.
It was just like an incomplete dish.
Yeah, that's a big flaw there.
I think being in top 4 means a lot to me because I had a lot of issues at the beginning in believing in myself, but I think if I keep focused and stay positive, I think I do have what it takes to win.
Welcome.
And then there's a plating station to the right. I'm honored to be here in the top 4 to even have this opportunity. I'm here to stay, and I'm going to win this thing.
Great to see you. Frank, Becky, Christine, and Josh. Tonight, you'll face your toughest challenge yet. And it's all taking place right here. Your guest tonight will be just 6 individuals.
3 of them are standing directly in front of you. The other 3 have logged many, many miles and hours to get here. They're actually touching down in Los Angeles as we speak.
Our first VIP judge is Chef Guy Savoy, who owns 6 restaurants around the world, including his restaurant Guy Savoy in Paris. His restaurant in Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, has been recognized as one of the top restaurants in the United States for the last 5 years running. And he was my culinary mentor.
Guy Savoy, this guy's legit. I mean, he has restaurants all over the world. He was even Gordon's mentor, and it really means a lot to me because I feel like Gordon is my mentor.
Our next VIP guest chef judge is Chef Daniel Boulou, owner of 7 of the most acclaimed restaurants in New York City. He's an author of 6 best-selling cookbooks and is basically the Sinatra of the kitchen in New York City.
Chef Daniel Boulou. Wow. You know, he's even scarier than Gordon.
Chef Alain Ducasse's restaurants in Paris, London, and Monaco have each been awarded 3 Michelin stars. He is one of only 2 chefs in the entire world that has more stars than Gordon. 21 Michelin stars.
Alain Ducasse flew in from Paris just to eat our food tonight. I never in a million years thought that I would be cooking for French chefs.
Anyone in the world would be honored and terrified, myself included, to cook for these 3 guest judges. But since you're the final 4, we felt you were ready for this challenge.
You'll be split into teams of 2, and each team will create a stunning 3-course dinner. Christine, the cook with the best dish in the previous elimination challenge, comes with a big advantage. You get to pick your teammate. You 3 come stand over here.
Yours and yours.
Christine.
Yes.
If you lose this challenge, you will have to cook against your teammate, the person you pick, in a head-to-head pressure test. Now's the time to pick who that person will be on your team.
I want to go into this challenge not with the attitude of possibly losing, but just to win. So my pick is Becky.
Becky, thank you, Dane. Wow.
The girls versus the boys.
I don't want to be in the same team as Frank because Frank could have saved me in the last pressure test, but he obviously chose to save himself. I just was pissed after that.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Your time starts now.
In this challenge, our 4 remaining cooks must conceptualize, prepare, and serve a 3-course meal for their toughest critics yet.
I see. I'm gonna grab some fruit. Okay?
In just 90 minutes, the teams will serve their appetizers. 30 minutes later, they must plate their entrees.
What do you need?
The lamb.
Followed by a final 30 minutes to serve their delicious desserts.
It's all down to Christine, and she picked Becky. But it's kind of the dream team, right? Because Christine has the palate, and Becky can plate with finesse. So if you put those two together, maybe it's a winning formula.
Okay, so should we go like an Asian route maybe? And I can do the broth?
I like that.
No, I don't have...
A really interesting dynamic as well. Frank said he would save Josh, then had a chance to save himself and did.
I think you can see some animosity creep in. Because if I was Josh right now, I'd be pretty defensive against someone like Frank.
Deep down, that's the stuff that you don't forget.
Okay, here it is.
Josh, those carrots look like not being peeled, bro.
Say what?
They look like in there. They really do.
You can't really peel these, though. You can't.
All right.
Right, ladies, give me a little insight to the menu. Talk me through
So
it.
we're basically doing an Asian-themed menu. We're starting with a Thai broth that we're going to pour into a dish. We're actually going to serve it tableside, and it's going to cook the halibut and the prawn. A little bit of mussel and clam. It's going to be a showstopper, we're hoping.
Entree?
We're doing duck, where it's going to be pan-fried, so we get a nice crispy skin.
So very Asian-dominated, I mean...
Very Asian-dominated. We want that theme to cull through in the whole menu.
And let's go through dessert as well?
We're doing kind of like a coconut with other tropical fruit, with a coconut chocolate mousse on top, and then serve it with like a twirl with coconut.
Do not let me down. Work together. Josh, Frank, how you doing?
Doing great, Chef.
Josh, give me the side for the appetizer. Where we going?
We're going to do a spring vegetable terrine.
Spring vegetable terrine. How do you set that in just under an hour?
We're going to use the gelatin base to set it, and then we're going to set it in the freezer.
That cannot taste the gelatin, you know that?
Yes.
You set that now?
Yep.
Entree. Talk to me, Josh.
We're going to do a lamb saddle. We're going to wrap that in prosciutto. We're going to season it.
Where are you on the menu, Josh?
I'm in the dessert. I'm going to make a white chocolate mousse.
Christine, how you feeling, babe?
Good.
All right, cool.
I love what the red team are doing with their halibut. They're slicing it so thin, and when they pour that fragrant stock on there, it's going to cook it beautifully. So the fish is going raw. Smart. Very smart. That terrine on the blue team, it looks insipid. I'm nervous. So worried about that appetizer. It's just going to taste the gelatin. He's got no other flavours there. It's just
A seasoned water with the powdered gelatin.
not a smart move. 20 minutes to go before those doors open to 3 legends.
What do you guys got going on here?
Prosciutto wrapped lamb saddle.
Prosciutto wrapped lamb saddle. You guys might be stepping out of your comfort zone here.
Might as well do that than try to be safe here and make you guys, you know, spaghetti and meatballs.
Asian, huh?
Yeah, we're going Asian, and we're doing like a Peking duck, where it's going to be pan-fried, so we get a nice crispy skin. I'm also making a hoisin sauce, which is going to be very strong. A roasted daikon puree, which we thought would be a little different. Chinese broccoli, some mushrooms, and the rice cakes.
Speed up, guys. Just over 5 minutes from now, the VIP guests will be arriving. Entrees. So red team are cooking the duck. Sounds like almost like a crispy hoisin duck.
Right.
Versus the roast saddle of lamb.
Right, yeah, if the blue team can pull that off, I think that's going to be the shining dish of the whole day. The dessert. Blue team doing a white chocolate mousse with a poached rhubarb. I mean, it's very, very fussy. The thing about the red team is they've kind of gone through this Asian journey. Yeah, just exotic fruits and guava and things like that on dessert. So it's very cohesive menu.
Knowing who our judges are, the sensibility of the blue team menu definitely gives them an advantage to something very sophisticated.
Providing they can pull it off. But I mean,
Providing. They're taking bigger risks.
yeah. Come on, finishing touches. Start thinking how you're going to present that beautifully. Okay, Becky, Christine, Josh, and Frank. Your special VVIP guest judges have arrived. Wow. Wow, wow. Your special VVIP guest judges have arrived.
Oh my God.
Gentlemen, it's our honor and our pleasure to have 3 of the top chefs in the world here tonight in the MasterChef kitchen.
I mean, there's cooks out there that would cut their leg off to cook for one of these guys, and I'm cooking for all 3. Man, it's amazing.
Salut, Gordon. Bonsoir. Bonsoir, chef.
All right, guys, back to work. Let's go.
Unbelievable.
Gentlemen, please, asseyez-vous. Please take your seats. And the appetizer will be served shortly. Thank you. They have to make their best dinner ever.
They have to mass produce and put up 6 plates like in a restaurant. 6 apps, 6 entrees, 6 desserts.
Yep.
Got everything? All the mussels, all the clams?
We salted all of them.
10 seconds for the appetizers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to serve? Please pick up the appetizers for the red team and the blue team, please.
The tea kettle on their right, okay? Because they're pouring from the right.
Let's go, guys. Right, from the red team, we've got a Asian-inspired broth with seafood. And the broth is made out of lemongrass, ginger, basil, and the heads of the prawns.
I prefer more seasoning. It's not concentrated flavors.
To just have the hot bouillon to barely cook the shellfish, that was beautiful. I like the delicate dish like that.
And the blue team, you've got a spring vegetable mosaic with a mousse of spot prawn with a fresh new season pea puree.
For me, it's too small.
Too small.
I think carrots and asparagus is a little bit limited in flavor, but overall, I think the texture of the vegetable are good.
I think there is too much jelly.
Yes.
Vegetables are nice, too much sauce in the salad, and they feel heavy.
Hands down, it's the red team. A little bit more finesse, a little bit more understanding. Weak broth, but there's way too much gelatine here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get the entrees.
Gotta stop plating.
I have 60 seconds to push all of our entrees out. So I'm slicing the duck. Shunk, shunk, shunk. I'm like, there's one. Shunk, 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 shunk. There's one. My heart is beating out of my chest right now.
Where's the yogurt?
So the last few moments, I forget the yogurt sauce, so I had to whip up some yogurt sauce really quick.
Christine, I'm gonna need you to bring that rice over as soon as it's done, okay?
Rice is coming in like 10 seconds.
Just get some herbs in there real quick.
Okay, 15 seconds left, guys. Finish these plates properly. Let's do it right. Come on.
Get a little spoon and just do a little dollop on the side.
So we're forgetting the orange oil?
I can't even have the rice on the plate right now, okay? That's what's going on.
10, 9, 8,
Sprinkling.
7,
Touch the plate.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Time's called on the entrees, and unfortunately, I did not get the rice cakes on all of the plates, and that could definitely be like the nail in our coffin.
All right, let's move on. Let's just move on, okay? All right, let's focus on dessert.
Yes. Thank you.
So, from the red team, we have duck with crispy bamboo rice, Chinese broccoli, and pickled daikon.
The skin of the duck is not enough crispy. And the rice is too sweet.
I'm noticing that Gordon and Ram have a rice cake. I don't.
You don't have a rice cake.
Maybe they run short or it fell down on the floor.
The duck, the cook is nice, but the rice cake was under-seasoned for me. I like the idea, though.
From the blue team, we have stuffed lamb saddle with couscous and roasted baby vegetables.
That loin is perfect. Yeah.
I prefer the lamb because it's perfect seasoning. It's a very interesting combination. Good look, good taste.
Amazing. Even that little punch of yogurt was superb. Good seasoning.
The contrast with dry fruit inside is nice.
I like that.
Very tasty. The cook is perfect.
Yeah, hands down. The blue team, definitely.
I'm gonna go check on desserts. It can all come down to this.
You gotta make them bigger than that.
You want to do one?
Yeah.
All right. So Frank starts taking over the plating of the white chocolate mousse, and there's no continuity on the desserts. He's just dropping drops on the plate. I'm thinking we're gonna be screwed.
1 minute left. Make sure everything that's on that plate is perfect.
Yeah, watch out.
It's extremely important that every plate is the exact same and has all of the components on it. 15 seconds to go.
Wait, what are you doing? I need those.
Oh, sorry.
Wait. Give me 2 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. 15 seconds to go.
Wait, what are you doing? I need those.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, watch out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
When they call time on the desserts, I know we screwed this one up. Looked like 6 different people plated those plates.
On the red team, you have guava coulis with coconut cake, the tropical fruits, and then a coconut creme chantilly in the tuile.
I can see everything, the guava, the passion fruit, the mango.
Eating everything together actually works. I quite like the sort of different textures of the acidity with the dessert. They've worked hard at that.
The blue team, the rhubarb has been poached with verjus, and then the strawberries were roasted and pureed, and then there's basil and aged balsamic.
But yours look better than mine.
Yeah, mine looks different to
Agreed.
Danielle's.
And you have extra dots on yours than I don't.
Actually, Chef Ducastas over here does not have balsamic or the basil component.
They forget.
Again.
Yeah, that's a big flaw there.
I don't like the chocolate mousse, the presentation of chocolate mousse.
Really?
No, I don't like.
I found every bite to be pleasant. While maybe it didn't look pretty, it tasted good.
If you can manage to put it all together on one bite on your palate, it's kind of explosive. I think that the strawberry powder is brilliant. I love it. As a contrast, it's kind of salty and tart, and altogether, it really kind of pushes the limits.
Now that each team's 3 courses have been tasted, the judges have the chance to ask both teams some questions before deciding on the winners.
Gentlemen, may I introduce you to Becky and Christine? Ladies, well done. You can relax.
Thank you.
They don't bite. Alan, any questions
Yes.
for the ladies on the appetizer? We've got a Asian-inspired broth with seafood.
Why you forget seasoning in a soup?
I felt like maybe the seasoning was pretty much almost there.
For me, it's too light, the seasoning, to finish.
To the credit of the seafood, it helped the seafood being very pristine in its taste. Mine was perfect.
The blue team's appetizer, which was the mosaic of spring vegetables. Guy?
I think there is no balance between the jelly and the vegetables.
It almost seemed like these beautiful pieces of vegetable that were like trapped in this weird jelly concoction.
Okay. Entrees. Every dish looked different. Who plated those dishes?
I did, Chef.
Danielle did not have any rice on
There's
it.
no
Danielle
rice.
didn't get a rice cake?
Forgetting the rice on one of the plates is kind of...
Obviously, I was trying to get them all on the plate, and then the time,
So there's an extra rice cake sitting back there,
yes.
and it just didn't make it on the plate.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
I like the lamb. Beautiful dish for me.
The cook couldn't have been better. It literally looked like it came out of a restaurant.
And the punch was in the yogurt mint. Who made that yogurt?
I did.
Bravo, it was very good.
The feedback to the red team for the dessert.
I thought the tuile was one of the most interesting things we ate today, period.
One simple retro glass with something quite magical inside. Loved it.
Thank you.
Blue team for the dessert.
I don't understand the presentation. 1 strawberry in 2 pieces and 2 small pieces of rhubarb.
Chef Ducasse didn't get balsamic or the basil component. I sat here and looked at both dishes and cringed.
You know, there was no rhyme or reason, and, you know, I'm really disappointed in the way that dessert came out.
You know, the idea was good, but it was just like an incomplete dish. Obviously, it expressed some sort of disharmony between the people creating it. It was just like an argument on a plate.
Okay.
I agree.
Back to your stations, please. Were you surprised that Christine was blind? And the door opened?
Yeah. But you know, we always say in the kitchen to a cook, we say you have to practice until you can close your eyes and do it without seeing it.
Alan, red team or blue team?
The fate of the final home cooks will be decided by our 6 distinguished judges.
Let's go and deliver the news. Excellent. Chef Beaulieu, would you be so kind to deliver the results, please?
We were very impressed that your home cook could create such sophisticated dishes. Congratulations to both teams.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have decided that the best meal was cooked by the red team.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We made it. We won. We beat the boys yet again and sealed our spots in being top 3.
Guy, Danielle, Alan, it's been an absolute pleasure and an honor, and thank you so much for making the effort to travel halfway around the world to be here to judge this very, very special night. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Merci, mon ami.
I think we lost because it all came down to the dessert, and Frank slipped up.
Christine and Becky, you have confirmed a place in the top 3 of MasterChef. Well done. Blue team, there's a very daunting, in fact, the most horrific pressure test coming up for both of you.
The pressure test is like Clash of the Titans. It's me and Frank, one-on-one.
When we say pressure test, it's unlike ever before.
Me and Josh, right back in the kitchen. I'm ready to go into the pressure test. This is gonna be intense.
Welcome, ladies. Head up to the gallery. You are safe from this pressure test. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. Josh, Frank, it's pressure test time. And that means that one of you is just one challenge away from leaving the MasterChef kitchen forever.
This pressure test is all about the gorgeous yet oh so treacherous souffle.
Looks like a cheese souffle.
A stunning, sumptuous, delicious white cheddar cheese souffle. Josh.
Yes.
How good are you at making a stunning souffle?
I understand the techniques. I feel like I can put them together and make them work.
Frank.
I made it a couple times.
Tough one. Mastering a cheese souffle is so difficult. The timing is everything.
And it's about to get more difficult. Guys, I'm not in the mood for a cheese souffle today. At the same exact time as you bring Gordon his savory cheese souffle, I want...
Oh my God, they're going to make 2.
a raspberry souffle.
We're not finished yet. Can't forget about me. I want one of these. Dark chocolate souffle.
Thank God it's not me in that pressure test. I don't know how they're going to make 3 different souffles in 60 minutes.
1 hour. On the dot into this challenge, both of you are going to produce a stunning, savory cheese souffle and a beautiful, rich, delicious chocolate souffle and a stunning acidic raspberry souffle. all at the same time. Honestly, guys, it's almost impossible.
Why can't you guys all eat the same one?
Oh, no.
That would be too easy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I'll take it on.
Both of you, please head to your stations.
On your stations, you will find identical ingredients.
We are giving you 1 hour and 2 ovens. You are giving us 3 perfect soufflés. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Your 60 minutes starts now.
Very difficult.
Whoever comes out on top of this one, in my mind, deserves to go straight through this final, let alone the top 3, because it is so daunting.
But the real zinger is this 1 savory and 2 sweet, because you can't even use the same base.
Getting one of these up perfectly is a challenge in itself.
The secret to any good souffle is in the egg whites. If they're not done evenly and that egg white is not broken down, bang, you'll never get any form of braise.
Josh certainly made some stunning desserts for us in the past. Frank, desserts aren't his strong point.
Frank's not used to being in the pressure test. He's not used to that intensity. Josh now, is so much more experienced because he's been there 4 times.
Yeah, so much of this, though, is also that technical know-how, and what we're seeing right now, Frank actually writing the times down. I mean, he's got that money, math background, and this might be a place for him to have that shine through.
Tonight's game is all about the timing. So get all your bases made first. Between the chocolate and the cheese one, they've got to go in first. The raspberry's going to be a lot lighter. Frank.
Yes.
Which one's going in first?
The first one that's going to go in is the cheese souffle because I know it's going to take longer, then the chocolate, and then the raspberry.
Josh.
Yes, Chef.
How you feeling?
Feeling great, Chef.
You went home on a pressure test. Can you seriously beat him?
I definitely can beat him.
How's your cheese souffle going to outsmart Frank's?
I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to use a little bit of nutmeg and paprika to give it some flavor. I'm also going to use white cheddar.
It feels so good to be upstairs in the balcony right now. Creating 3 soufflés to come out at the exact same time is damn near impossible, and I feel for these guys.
Right now I'm just working from right to left, and I just need to get all my bases going. And then I can start assembling the soufflés and working on the meringues. The meringues require a lot of attention, so it's imperative that I stay on top of it.
I've had just as many good desserts as he has, so I don't really think I'm an underdog.
Joe, what are you looking for from your raspberry souffle?
I want it to be light, delicate, fragrant, like smelling a beautiful glass of red wine.
For the chocolate souffle, what I want is something, almost like eating a chocolate cloud. Maybe a little bitter note from the cocoa. I want it just delicious and light. How about the cheddar?
For my cheddar souffle, what I don't want to see is big lumps of egg white anywhere. So that even distribution of those egg whites has to be almost beaten in. You've got to have the confidence that
You want a souffle, not an omelet.
Exactly that.
Frank, how are we doing?
Hey, Chef.
What are you putting in there?
Putting a little bit of smoked paprika.
I pray that that's the cheese.
This is the cheese one, yeah.
How we doing, Josh?
It's rough.
You worried?
Hell yeah, I'm worried.
Which one worries you the most, Josh?
The cheese souffle.
Gordon's souffle? Why?
Because it's very intricate with the fat and the cheese.
Fat and the cheese, yes, tricky. These things should be going in the oven soon, right? You ready?
Yes.
Just over 40 minutes gone, under 20 minutes to go. Come on. Souffles have got to start hitting that oven.
No one has one even in the oven yet.
So, Josh, for the raspberry soufflés, adding whole raspberries to the mix.
That's a big risk. And if he's kind of thinking that out of the box, if he's off the rails, then I'm worried about him. Frank seems to be going a more traditional route. I think that a traditional souffle will win this competition, and I think Frank has the edge.
But I think that Frank is playing it too black and white, a little too technical. Josh, a little bit more intuitive, even though he's going out of the box with the raspberry. And if he can do that, it's his game. Guys, last 10 minutes to go.
Josh hasn't put any in. He just put his cheese in.
Now I'm scrambling like hell. I have seconds before it's too late to get my chocolate souffle in, and I see Frank. He's calmer than me, and I'm thinking, damn, this dude is really the Iceman.
them in the oven. Come on.
Here's Josh. He's putting these last two now. With 9 minutes. They're going to be raw. Just put them in. I mean, I don't even know if there's enough time.
There's no way in hell that's going to cook in 8.5 minutes. I could be going home.
Oh, this is intense.
I think for the first time in the history of MasterChef, we may have given them a challenge that's not doable.
To go. Come on.
We may have given them a challenge that's not doable.
It's all out of their hands now. It's in the oven.
90 seconds to go. Come on.
I'm nervous as hell. The raspberries went in a little late. They're gonna have to hurry up and cook. I'm worried about the raspberry, man.
Cheese are rising, and the raspberry and the chocolate aren't really rising yet.
Guys, a word of warning. When you grip those soufflés, now is not the time to drop them. Last 60 seconds, guys. If they need more heat, crank up the oven.
Josh's cheese soufflés look a little better.
You got this, you guys.
Please have all 3 soufflés on your tray, ready to serve. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Speed up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Serve. Let's go. Come on.
From the beginning, I always knew that Josh and I were going to end up going head-to-head. 3 soufflés, 60 minutes. It's intense.
Gently.
This is it. It's me and Frank one-on-one. And this is the challenge I've been waiting for. I'm going to have to take Frank down today.
Wow.
Gordon holds up my spoon, and I look at it, and it looks good to me. But, you know, I'm sure there's things that are going through his mind that aren't going through mine.
So Gordon sticks his spoon in, and it looks good. It's hot, it's steamy, it's fluffy, and this is it. It's do or die.
Looks really goopy inside, really.
Josh's chocolate souffle looks amazing. However, it's going to come down to flavor on that.
Just going into Josh's raspberry souffle right now. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Frank and Josh, please come round to the front. Thank you. Okay. Bloody well done. That was tough, let me tell you. The savoury souffle. Frank, what did you season yours with?
There's Spanish paprika.
And what kind of cheese? Ratio, mixture?
No, I didn't do a mixture. I just did the white cheddar.
Josh?
Yes.
Seasoning in yours. Is that nutmeg in there?
Yes, it is.
Joe? Raspberry?
Frank, you happy with yours?
Yeah. I wanted to put some fresh raspberries in, but I mean, I just didn't have the second to grab it.
Josh, did you make any testers for your chocolate?
No, I didn't.
Prayed and hoped for the best?
Exactly.
We need some time. We've got some serious things to do.
How was the cheese souffle?
They both were very good.
The chocolate's really close.
Technique and just the aesthetics of it. I mean, it was restaurant quality. It had a little bit more flavor to it.
Yeah, it was like, it was just coming out of a 3-star kitchen.
That's picture perfect.
Gorgeous.
Tough.
You both presented 3 stunning souffles, and you both are so desperate to get into that final 3. Sadly, only one of you can make it. Josh, you had a delicious seasoning going on. Nutmeg actually worked. It was crisp on top and smooth. Pretty good. Frank, yours had that rich sumptuousness. And again, seasoned beautifully. Paprika, yeah, it worked. Bold move. The best cheese souffle. Congratulations. Frank.
I'm one souffle away from being in the top 3. The trophy, it already has my name on.
So the raspberry souffles, they were both excellent, had their own merits. Josh's was aesthetically beautiful, extremely light, extremely fragrant. Frank's, on the other hand, a little bit denser, but more extracted, more of the real raspberry flavor. The winning raspberry souffle was technically kind of perfect. And that souffle belonged to Josh.
Wow. That's 1-1. I'm sorry, Graham, to put you in this situation, but it's all down to the chocolate souffle. Please.
I hate being in this spot. Frank's, yours was very rich. Josh, on the other hand, yours was lighter. The flavor in both were very equal. But at the end of the day, one person's stood out amongst them. The person with the best chocolate souffle and going through to the top 3 of MasterChef is
That's 1-1. I'm sorry, Graham, to put you in this situation, but it's all down to the chocolate souffle.
I hate being in this spot. The person with the best chocolate souffle.
There's $250,000 waiting for me. There's a cookbook deal waiting for me. I'm ready to rock and roll. It's time to send Josh home.
Going through to the top 3 of MasterChef.
I really came in this competition to win, to be that master chef. It's only going to be one man in the final 3, and it's going to be me.
That person is...
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Josh.
Oh, God, thank you, Lord.
Oh, my God. Frank's going home. Yeah, Frank's going home. Good job, dude.
Good job, Frankie.
You did it, man. Good job, man.
Whew. Damn, man, I pulled it off. I can't believe I pulled it off. It's crazy. Frank and I, we had our battles. He's a great cook, and I wish him well.
Josh, congratulations. Please join the ladies upstairs in the top 3 of MasterChef. Well done.
Thank you, guys.
Take yourself up
Good
there.
job, Frank.
Frank, let me tell you something. There's no stockbroker anywhere in the world that holds that level of passion that you have with food. Take everything you've learned and continue the journey, because you're going places.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
I know what it takes to cut it in the food business in New York. I know who fakers are and who the real deal are. And Frank, my friend, you're the real deal. You could do this. You have the overall disposition to really be a food entrepreneur. Get out there and make some money selling food.
I appreciate it, Joe.
Come here.
This has been an unbelievable opportunity. Thank you so much.
Well done. Honestly.
Well appreciate it, man. Congrats. You're the man. You're the man. Appreciate it. Joe.
You go.
All right, man.
Now, 1, 2, 3. Who's going to win MasterChef?
Becky is going to win MasterChef. I'm going to be buying her cookbook, no problem. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Frank.
I'm disappointed that I lost. My arch nemesis, Josh, gets me in the end.
Frank, man.
Love you, Frank.
It was an honor.
Bye, guys. I'm extremely proud that I got this far. MasterChef is definitely culinary boot camp.
Go blue!
I've shown that I have the ability to take charge and lead people.
Yes, we did, Chef!
I've learned so much from these judges. This is an Indian fried catfish.
This is really good.
Thank you. This is definitely a life-changing experience.
The best dish tonight.
What's yours, Frank?
Great flair, tremendous skill. Frank.
Good job.
It's just a matter of time when I get into this business. You can bet your ass you're going to be coming to my restaurant.
Next week on the MasterChef semifinal.
What?
The 3 remaining home cooks get one step closer to their dreams. It's the battle for a spot in the finale.
Remember what's at stake.
Only 2 will continue on to compete for $250,000.
I'm about to take these girls down today.
A cookbook.
I am a force to be reckoned with.
And the title of MasterChef.
I want this so much.
1 potato, 2 potato.